flicker in the pouring rain. Same crack booth, same old pain. Coffee's cold, but I still stay, waiting on words you never say. Your name's carved deep in this wooden seat, like promises we couldn't keep. Jukebox crying our favorite song. 3 minutes feels a lifetime long. Your shadow dances on every wall, but you don't walk through the door at all. I taste goodbye in every sip, your lipstick ghost on a broken kiss. At Brown's Diner Bar, I'm drinking alone, talking to memories instead of you on the phone. Every glass knows who broke my heart. Every tear falls when the night gets dark. You said forever, but you didn't stay. Now I'm loving you the hard way. At Brown's Diner Bar, waitress asks me if I'm okay. I lie and smile, say just one bad day, but she sees it written in my eyes. Some loves don't live, they just survive. Your laugh still echoes in my head with all the things we almost said. At Brown's Diner Bar, same empty chair, same silence, screaming that you're not there. Every song cuts just like a scar. Every mile feels a little too far. You were home, now you're just a name. I'm losing you in every frame at Brown's Diner Bar. If you walk in, I'd break again. If you don't, I still feel the same. Funny how love can leave a mark, even when it dies in the dark. At Brown's Diner Bar, last call for me, bottom of the glass where we used to be. I'd forgive you if you just try, but you're gone and so is I. So I pay my tab, leave my heart ajar. Another lonely night, another scar at Brown's Diner Bar. Neon fades as the sun comes up. Love ran out just like my luck. Cold coffee on the table, your name in my head. Smoke curls like memories of words we never said. The clock keeps breathing louder in this empty room. Every second whispers you won't be back anytime soon, soon. Your jacket still hangs by the door like a light. I keep it there just to feel you nearby. I replay the nights when we laughed till we cried. Now I'm laughing alone, pretending I'm fine. It's cold coffee and cigarettes, midnight regrets on my lips. I lied to love you just to Your voice lives rent-free inside of my chest, saying, baby, I tried, but I tried my best. I loved you deeper than you ever knew. Now I'm learning how to breathe without you. The sea looks different when you're not around. Every song on the radio's breaking me down. I thought time would heal what you tore apart, but it only taught me how to hide a heart. It's cold coffee and cigarettes, ashes falling like my trust. I'd quit you if I could, I guess, but loving you is still a must. You know, like it meant nothing. I stayed stuck in all you said. Cold coffee and cigarettes, and a love that's almost dead. If you ever miss me at 2 a.m., know I'm still here. Same place I've been, counting the states, forgiving you. Even when I know I shouldn't go. Cold coffee and cigarettes, last call ringing in my head. If heartbreak had a taste like this, I'd rather be numb instead. Said here's to love that didn't stay, and promises we never made. Cold coffee and cigarettes, goodbye kisses and regrets. Headlights shaking on an empty road. Radio plays what we used to know. Every mile feels like the last goodbye. Your name still echoes when I try to lie. I keep your voice in the rearview glass. Every promise fading fast. I miss the sign, I miss the truth. Now I'm driving away from you. The night is heavy, my hands won't stay. This road knows every word I couldn't say. I took exit 405 where love went quiet. Hope didn't survive. I thought forever was still in sight, but forever left me here tonight. I'm lost between what was and why. Your memory burns like city lights. If loving you means I don't arrive, I'll stay broken on exit 405. Your shadow still in the passenger seat. Silence screams louder than when we'd fight. I replay moments I can't rewind. Every I'm fine was a warning. exit 405 where love went quiet. Hope didn't survive. I thought forever was still in sight, but forever left me here tonight. I'm lost between what was and why. Your memory burns like city lights. If loving you means I don't arrive, I'll stay broken on exit 405. If you ever drive this way again, you'll see my heart still parked in the rain. I didn't leave, I just ran out of strength. Some loves aren't meant to be saved. The sun comes up, but I'm still here, learning how to disappear. Every road says move on, be brave, but this exit still knows my name. I took exit 405 where dreams pull over and slowly die. I let you go, but not inside. You still live in every goodbye. If there's a world where we survive, I hope you're happy, I hope you're fine. As for me, I'm barely alive, still waiting on exit 405. If love's a road I couldn't drive, then losing you was the final sign. I see your name in the dark of my phone. Every word I should have said feels carved in stone. You gave me love, I gave you doubt. Built a wall, then I wondered why you walked out. I promised forever, but lived for the night. I chose being right instead of being kind. Now your silence screams louder than pain, and I replay every moment I failed. I was blind when you were breaking, I was loud when you needed peace. You were holding us together while I was letting us bleed. I'm the problem, I know it's true. Every tear you cried was because of me and you. I said I love you, but I lied to myself. I kept choosing my pride over someone else. Now you're gone and the truth hits hard. I'm the reason we fell apart. Yeah, I'm the problem, and I hate my heart. You begged me to listen, I turned away. Said we're fine while we slipped every day. I thought you'd stay no matter what I do. Didn't know love could get tired too. Now I talk to ghosts of who we were, laughing in places that still hurt. Your sweater's cold, your side of the bed full of things I should have said. I made you feel so replaceable, like your love was guaranteed. But love's not something unbreakable, and it's treated so carelessly. I'm the problem, I know it's true. because of me and you. I said I love you, but I lied to myself. I kept choosing my pride over someone else. Now you're gone and the truth hits hard. I'm the reason we fell apart. Yeah, I'm the problem. If regret could bring you back, I'd drown inside my past. I'd trade every excuse I made just to hear you say my name. But some mistakes don't fade away, they live inside you every day. And loving you was never wrong, losing you is what I did. I'm the problem, I finally see. Love didn't fail, I failed you and me. If you ever find someone new, I hope he does what I couldn't do. I'll carry this for the rest of my life. Your goodbye, my warning sign. I'm the problem. Yeah, this time I'm right. If loving you was the lesson I learned, then losing you is what I deserve. The calendar says 2026, but I'm still stuck in time. Back when your hand was in my palm and your heart was next to mine. The world has moved to neon lights and cities built of glass, but I'm still standing in the field where we watched the seasons pass. They told me love was fleeting like a spark against the dark, a temporary fever that would leave a fading mark. But they didn't know the gravity, they didn't know the weight of a soul that's been abandoned at the mercy of the gate. Everything is breaking down, the mountains turn to dust, the silver turns to black and the iron turns to rust. But there's a ghost inside my chest that refuses to decay, a love that keeps on breathing while the world just drifts away. It's an immortal love and it's killing me slow. It's a fire in the winter that refuses to go. I've tried to bury it in silence, I've tried to drown it in the rain, but it's a permanent inhabitant inside this house of pain. Even if the stars go out and the sun begins to fail, I'll be here with a memory that's never grown frail. Yeah, it's an immortal love, and it's the heaviest thing I'll ever have to prove. I see you in the stranger's eyes, I hear you in the wind, a beautiful reminder of the places we have been. You found a different life by now, a different road to tread, while I'm still memorizing every word you ever said. It's a curse to have a memory that never loses sight of the way the moon reflected on your skin that final night. I'm a monument to us in a town that's moved along, the only person left who's still singing our old song. Is there a mercy in the end? Is there a place where it can sleep? deep, or is this a promise that my spirit has to keep? I'd give up the eternity for a moment other than just to feel the way it felt before the never again. It's an immortal love, and it's killing me slow. It's a fire in the winter that refuses to go. I've tried to bury it in silence, I've tried to drown it in the rain, but it's a permanent inhabitant inside this house of pain. Even if the stars go out and the sun begins to fail, I'll be here with a memory that's never growing frail. It's an immortal love, and it's the heaviest thing I'll ever have to prove. It won't die, even when I do. It'll wander through the echoes, searching for you. Immortal and broken, immortal and true. Just an immortal love that I can't outlive. Still loving you, still loving you, still immortal. The calendar says January 2026, but time is a ghost that I can't quite fix. I'm leaning out the window of our third floor flat, still half expecting you to ask where's my keys at. The telescope you bought me is gathering the dust. The silver on the tripod is turning into rust. But every time the city lights finally start to fade, I look for the constellations and the promises we made. They say that light travels for 1 billion lonely miles, just to reach a world of heartbreaks and of hollow smiles. So maybe somewhere up there in the velvet and the deep, you're still a secret that the universe can keep. 'Cause I still see our story written in the stars, tracing out the heaven to cover up the scars. I find your laughter in the North Star, steady and so bright, while I'm shivering in the shadow of this cold and lonely night. The world down here is moving on, the world down here is new, but I'm looking at the ceiling just to find a path to you. Yeah, I'm searching for the us we used to be in the stars above the sea. The neighbors think I'm crazy, talking to the sky, asking the Orion for a reason or a why. I wonder if you're looking at the same Orion too, from a different city with a different kind of view. Is there a planet where we're happy? Is there a moon where we're whole, where you didn't take the oxygen and leave a hollow soul? I'm mapping out the distance, I'm measuring the light, trying to keep the memory from burning out tonight. They tell me you're just energy, that energy don't die. That's just it's hard to hug a nebula, it's hard to kiss the sun when the gravity of losing you has only just begun. 'Cause I still see our story written in the stars, tracing out the heavens to cover up the scars. I find your laughter in the North Star, steady and so bright, while I'm shivering in the shadow of this cold and lonely night. The world down here is moving on, the world down here is new, but I'm looking at the ceiling just to find a path to you. Yeah, I'm searching for the us we used to be, in the stars above the sea. Good night, my star, I'll see you in the glow. It's a long way home, but you're the only home I know. Just a flicker in the 2020 dark, waiting for a message from a long dead spark. In the stars, always in the stars, in the stars. I remember your shadow on my wall at night, promises whispered, fading with the light. You said forever like it meant something true. Now every word you said feels overdue. I search for your name in the silence between all the things you said and the things you didn't mean. They say love is blind, but mine learned how to see every crack in your heart, every lie in me. I trusted the sound of your voice, no shout, but the quiet between us, it's called doubt. Your smile felt warm, but your eyes felt far, like you were already healing from my scars. I held on tight while you let go slow. You left me answers I'll never know. I replay your goodbye like it's something I missed. Was it love that we lost, or something like this? They say love is blind, but mine learned how to see every crack in your heart, every lie in me. I trusted the sound of your voice, no shout, but the quiet between us, it's called doubt. If I loved you wrong, tell me how to stop. If I'm just a memory you forgot, I'd bleed the truth if it meant you'd stay. But you chose your disappeared and walked away. Now I talk to your ghost when I'm alone. It wears your face, but it's made of stone. I loved you more than I loved my pride. Now all I have is the tears I hide. They say love survives if you fight it out, but love dies slow when you live in doubt. I gave you my heart, you gave me your root out of your life. It's called doubt. If love ever calls, I won't answer now. I learned its name. It's called doubt. The calendar flipped to January 2026, but I'm still stuck in the frames that we can't fix. I'm sitting on the edge of the bed we used to share, projecting all our memories onto the empty air. I see you in the kitchen, laughing at the steam, a high-definition version of a low-fidelity dream. I know I should get up, I know I should go out, but I'm paralyzed by everything I'm still so sure about. They say that moving on is a beautiful, brave art, but I'm just a spectator of my own falling apart. I'm rewinding the moments until the tape begins to fray, because I'm terrified the details are gonna drift away. So I just keep watching the way you used to look at me before the forever turned into who it used to be. I'm a ghost in a theater, a shadow in the hall, waiting for a different ending to the rise and to the fall. I could turn off the lights, I could walk out of the door, but I'm hungry for the person that you aren't anymore. I just keep watching until the screen turns to black. I've memorized the movement of your fingers in your hair, and the way the morning sunlight found you standing there. I watched the silent movies of the summer in the park, a flickering defense against the January dark. The neighbors think I'm fine, they see the flicker through the blind. They don't know I'm searching for the heart I left behind. I'm a prisoner of the play, but a slave to the repeat, while the real world is passing by on a lonely city street. Is there a mercy in the memory, or is it just a cage? Am I a person, or am I just an ink stain on a page? I'd rather watch the ghost of you than face the quiet truth that I'm wasting all the color turn off the lights, I could walk out of the door, but I'm hungry for the person that you aren't anymore. I just keep watching until the screen turns to black. Fast forward through the fights, pause on the kiss. This is the only version that I'm gonna miss. Just keep watching one more time, watching the mountain I'll never climb. Just keep watching. Don't look away. Just keep watching. The bar lights flicker like my faith tonight. Your name still burns in every neon sign. I swore I'd moved on, swore I was okay, but every road still leads your way. Your laughter echoes in this empty glass. I drink to forget, but I drink to the past. I trace your shadow on this worn out place, waiting on a miracle, last call for grace. The clock is ticking, the room feels cold. I'm holding on to what we couldn't hold. This is my last call for grace. Before I drown in my mistakes, I gave you my heart, you gave me space, and I'm still bleeding from the way you walked away. If love's a sin, I've paid my time. If forgiveness ever crossed your mind, I'd fall to my knees, I'd beg, I'd break. This is my last call for grace. Your ghost still sleeps on my side of the bed. I talk to the silence, say things I never said. I replay the night you let me go, like a broken record I can't outgrow. Your picture fades, but the pain stays sharp. We were fire once, now just fading sparks. I trade my pride, I trade my name, just to hear you whisper mine again. The door is closed and the lights burn low. I don't know how to let you go. This is my last call for grace. Before I drown in my mistakes, I gave you my heart, you gave me space, and I'm still bleeding from the way you walked away. If love's a sin, I've paid my time. If forgiveness ever crossed your mind, I'd fall to my knees, I'd beg, I'd break. This is my last call for grace. If you hear this song at 2 a.m., no, I never loved again. I wore my scars, I wore my pain, but I never wore someone else's name. I'm not asking you to stay, just don't forget me when you pray. This is my last call for grace. One last chance before I fade. I loved you hard, I loved you true, even when you chose someone new. If heaven's listening tonight, send your mercy, send your light. I'll let you go, The calendar flipped to January 2026, and I'm still dealing with the things I cannot fix. The apartment's quiet, but the air is getting thin. I can feel the ghost of you crawling beneath my skin. I thought that loving you was a beautiful, holy thing, but I didn't see the hooks, didn't feel the silent sting. You didn't just walk out and leave me in the dark. You left 1,000 tiny teeth inside my every spark. They say that time is healing, that the heart is meant to mend, but you're a slow motion fever that I cannot transcend. You're draining all the color from the person I should be, living off the lifeblood of the me before the we. And you're just like leeches on my weary soul, taking every piece until I'm no longer whole. You're feeding on the memories, you're drinking up the light, leaving me shivering in the middle of the night. It's a quiet kind of thievery, a cold and steady drain. I'm nothing but a vessel for the echo of your pain. Yeah, I'm covered in the marks of a love that never ceases, tearing my spirit into 1,000 tiny pieces. Just like leeches, I try to scrape the thought of you off of my tired mind, but you've left a trail of maybe and always far behind. I see a blue car passing, or I hear a certain song, and I feel the old attachment growing deep and growing strong. You aren't even here, you moved on to the next, but I'm still reading through the lines of every hollow text. I'm a host for a shadow, I'm a garden for a weed, giving everything I have to a love I didn't need. Is there a soul for the spirit? Is there a fire for the heart to burn away the places where you tore me all apart? I'm exhausted from the hunger, I'm empty from the cost of carrying the weight of everything that we have lost. And you're just like leeches on my weary soul, taking every piece until I'm no longer whole. You're feeding on the memories, you're drinking up the light, leaving me shivering in the middle of the night. It's a quiet kind of thievery, a cold and steady drain. I'm nothing but a vessel for the echo of your pain. Yeah, I'm covered in the marks of a love that never ceases, tearing my spirit into 1,000 tiny pieces. Just like leeches, still clinging even after the end, still feeding on the person I pretend. I'm so pale now, I'm so hollow in this 2026 that I'm forced to follow. say. You held my hand like it was safe. Now it feels so far away. I thought love would make us strong, but somehow it all went wrong. I didn't just lose our love in the end. I lost my home, I lost a friend. Your name still echoes in my head, and every word we never said. It hurts more than a goodbye when love turns cold and slowly dies. I didn't just lose you then, I lost a friend. You know my fears, my broken side. Every tear I try to hide. Now we pass like strangers do, same old streets but not us two. We promised we'd never change, now silence is the only thing that stays. I didn't just lose a lover in the end. I lost my home, I lost a friend. Your smile fades in photographs, but the pain still hits me fast. It hurts more than a goodbye when love turns cold and slowly dies. I didn't just lose you then, I lost a friend. If loving you was a mistake, I'd still do it all again. 'Cause even broken memories are better than pretending. I didn't just lose a heart to mend. I lost my truth, I lost my friend. And every night I lie awake, missing the yes we couldn't save. So here's my final truth to say: some loves don't end, they lose a friend. I'm staring at the reflection in the window of this cafe. It's January 2026, and the sky is a heavy shade of gray. I see the people passing, tucked in coats of wool and pride, while I'm just trying to find a place where a broken heart can hide. I thought I had the answers, thought I knew the way to stand, but I'm sinking like a stone into this shifting desert sand. The silence in our bedroom is a thunder I can't brave, and I'm drowning in the safety of the love you never gave. I've been playing the soldier, I've been playing the part of the one who can carry a mountain in his heart. But the walls are getting thinner, and the floor is giving way, and there's something in the mirror that I'm terrified to say. I'm tired of being the anchor, I'm tired of being the stone, I'm tired of being the strongest one sitting here alone. I spent a lifetime building what I thought you would want to see, but the weight of this armor is finally crushing me. take the lead. I just wanna be the man I need, the one who can break, the one who can bleed, the man I need. You used to lean upon me like a lighthouse in a storm, and I'd freeze out in the winter just to keep your spirit warm. I've memorized the duty and I've memorized the mask, but how are you really is a question I don't ask. I'm a ghost in my own body, I'm a stranger in my skin, waiting for a version of the light to finally let me in. But you're gone into the morning, and the shadow's all that's left of a man who's been hollowed by a beautiful slow theft. It takes a different kind of courage just to fall upon my knees, to admit that I am shivering, to admit that I can freeze. I'm trading in the always fine for the I can't do this now. I've been all the forever off of my sweating, tired brow. I'm tired of being the anchor, I'm tired of being the storm, I'm tired of being the strongest one sitting here alone. I've spent a lifetime building what I thought you'd wanna see, but the weight of this armor is finally crushing me. I don't wanna be the hero, I don't wanna take the lead, I just wanna be the man I need, the one who can break, the one who can bleed, the man I need. Let the tears come down, let the armor fall to the floor. I'm not that mountain anymore, just a heart, just a man trying to find where I began, the man I need. Fair, I'm finally the man I need. I walk these streets alone tonight. Your shadow lingers in the fading light. Every laugh we shared now echoes in my mind. A love once ours, now lost in time. I reach for you, but you're not there. The cold wind whispers that you never care. I'm in the middle of nowhere with a heart too heavy to bear. Your memory haunts me everywhere, and I'm screaming out but nobody's there. I'm lost, I'm broken, in the middle of nowhere. 2020 to a brand new year. I don't know how to fix. The neighbors are sweeping the glitter from the street, while I'm staring at the carpet and the patterns at my feet. I bought a bottle of the vintage that you always like to pour, but it's sitting unopened on the cold kitchen floor. The world is making resolutions and starting up again, but I'm still stuck in December, wondering when the us became a then. They say out with the old, they say leave it all behind, but your shadow is the only thing that's living in my mind. I watched the ball drop on a screen across the room and felt the celebration turn into a tomb. It's a New Year's without you, a cold and empty start with a happy ever after tearing through my heart. The clock struck midnight and the world began to cheer, while I realized I'm facing 300 days of fear. No one to kiss me, no one to hold my hand, just a ghost of a promise in a January land. I'm starting the chapters, but I'm missing the view of a New Year's without you. To the party just to say that I was there, but I felt your absence in the smoky, crowded air. Someone asked me for a light, someone asked me for a dance, but I'm a prisoner of memory, I'm a victim of the chance. I looked at my phone at 12:01, waiting for a message that I knew would never come. No, I love you, no, let's make this one our best. Just a hollow kind of silence beating in my chest. Is this the first of many, or the only one I'll see, where the Happy New Year sounds like a mockery to me? I'm folding up the holiday and putting out the light, learning how to be alone in the 2020 tonight. It's a New Year's without you, a cold and empty start with a happy ever after tearing through my heart. The clock struck midnight and the world began to cheer, while I realized I'm facing 300 days of fear. No one to kiss me, no one to hold my hand, just a ghost of a promise in a January land. I'm starting the chapters, but I'm missing the view of a New Year's without you. Of a New Year's without you. Turn the page, but the ink is still wet. Start the age of the long, slow regret. Welcome to the future I didn't want to see, just a New Year's without you, and a brand new version of me. 23 BC. Without you. Just me. Midnight lights on an empty street. Your name still echoes when I breathe. I scroll through memories I should delete, but every smile cuts deeper than the grief. Your jacket's still on the back of my chair, like you might walk in, like you still care. I talk to the walls, they know your voice. Funny how love never gave me a choice. I swore I'd be strong, I swore I'd be fine, but loneliness hits right on time. My phone lights up, my heart still tries. Every ring feels like a goodbye. I hope it's you, but I already know it's just no caller ID on my phone. I'd answer even if it breaks me inside, just to hear you breathe one more time. But silence screams louder than you and me. Yeah, love now hides behind no caller ID. I replay fights that we never fixed, all the I'm sorry that never hit send. You said forever like you meant it then. Now forever's just where my nightmares end. I see your face in crowded rooms, and strangers' laughs in empty rooms. You moved on like I was nothing at all. I stayed behind, still waiting for your call. Tell me why hope never dies, even when love already said goodbye. My phone lights up, my heart still tries. Every ring feels like a goodbye. I hope it's you, but I already know it's just no caller ID on my phone. I'd answer even if it breaks me inside, just to hear you breathe one more time. But silence screams louder than you and me. Yeah, love now hides behind no caller ID. If you ever miss me at 2 a.m. when your world starts falling again, no, I'd pick up without asking why, even if it's just to hear you cry. I don't need forever, I don't need lies, just say my name, don't let it die. My phone lights up, my heart still tries. I still believe in impossible signs. If it's not you, then let me be. Don't haunt my nights with no caller ID. If loving you is my last mistake, I'll make it every night. I stay awake, but until you choose to come find me, I'll keep breaking for no caller ID. Screen fades black, so do my dreams. Still hoping one day it's really you calling me. The calendar says January 26th, but I'm still trapped in the frames we couldn't fix. I see you standing in the hallway of my mind, with that look of a lover leaving life behind. You don't have to say a word for me to feel the sting of the winter that your silence is about to bring. I try to find the fire, try to find the light, but I'm drowning in the darkness of your hollow sight. You're looking at me like I'm a stranger on the street, like we never shared a rhythm, never shared a beat. The windows to your soul that pull the shutters down, and I'm just a lonely ghost in this desert of a town. Oh, tristes, looking back at me across a bridge that's fallen into the deep blue sea. Those sad eyes tell the story that your lips won't speak, of a heart that's grown tired and a love that's grown weak. I used to see the sunrise in the shade of brown. Now I only see the rain coming pouring down. Oh, tristes, don't you look away. There's so much more that I wanted to say. I remember when they sparkled like the city in July, back when forever didn't feel like such a heavy lie. Now they're clouded over like a January sky, and I'm searching for a reason, searching for a why. I see the reflection of a person I don't know, and the pupils of a lover who is ready to go. You're physically here, but your gaze is miles apart, and the distance is a dagger in the center of my heart. If eyes are the mirror, then mine are just cracked, reflecting the pieces of the faith that I lacked. I trade all my tomorrows for one look of the old. Instead of this still, it's grown bitter and cold. Oh, tristes, looking back at me across a bridge that's fallen into the deep blue sea. Those sad eyes tell the story that your lips won't speak, of a heart that's grown tired and a love that's grown weak. I used to see the sunrise in the shade of brown. Now I only see the rain coming pouring down. Oh, you're tristes, don't you look away. There's so much more that I wanted to say. Close them tight, so I don't have to see the end of the world staring back at me. Oh, tristes, my beautiful regret, a look I know I'll never forget. Sad eyes, oh, tristes, goodbye. The calendar on the wall says January 2026, but I'm still living in a year that I can't fix. I'm walking down the hallway, heading for the door, but I don't recognize this version of my life anymore. In this reality, the coffee's brewed for one, and I'm standing in a winter with no memory of the sun. But I can feel the frequency, a hum beneath the floor of a world where you are still the one I'm waiting for. They say the stars are infinite, with versions of us both, where we didn't break the promise or the heavy holy oath. I'm reaching through the static, I'm leaning through the glass, watching a different shadow of our spirits as they pass in a parallel universe. You never say goodbye, we're still tangled in the sheets beneath the summer city sky. There's no sorry in the air, and there's no suitcase by the bed. We're living out the always that we both together said, while I'm drowning in the silence of this cold and lonely life. Somewhere else I'm holding you, and I'm calling you my wife. I'm just a ghost in this world, chasing what we were, somewhere in a parallel universe. I saw you at the station, or a girl who looked like you, in a 20 totally sweet that feels far too sharp and new. You walked right past me like I was a pillar of the rain. Not a single flicker of the history or the pain. But in that other dimension, I know you turned around and you ran into my arms before my heart could hit the ground. The what if is a poison, but the somewhere is a light that keeps me from surrendering to the middle of the night. Is there a thin spot in the fabric? Is there a door I haven't found, where the gravity is different and the love is still profound? I'd trade 1,000 futures in this hollow empty space just to find the timeline where I'm still looking at your face. In a parallel universe, you never said goodbye. We're still tangled in the sheets beneath the summer city sky. There's no sorry in the air, and there's no suitcase by the bed. We're living out the old ways that we both together said. While I'm drowning in the silence of this cold and lonely life, somewhere else I'm holding you, and I'm calling you my wife. I'm just a ghost in this world, chasing what we were, somewhere in a parallel universe. So I'll just keep on dreaming of the life I didn't lose, where I don't have to wander in these lonely empty shoes. Good night to the version who's happy and who's true in a parallel universe. I'm still with you. Still with you. The hallway light is flickering in 2022. I'm trying to find a remedy, trying to find a fix for the way my skin is humming with the absence of your hand, like a static on the radio. I don't quite understand. I moved your heavy boxes to the corner of the room, but your scent is still a phantom in the January gloom. I'm treading on the carpet where we danced a year ago. Now every step is cautious and every breath is slow. My heart is like a limb, it's been asleep for far too long, waiting for a feeling that is balanced, right and strong. But the blood is rushing back now, and it's sharper than a blade, in the middle of this mess that you and I together made. And I'm walking on pins and needles, baby, since you left, living in the wreckage of a beautiful slow theft. Every move I make is stinging, every memory is a spark that's biting at my spirit in the center of the dark. It's a sharp and jagged silence, it's a cold and biting sting, to be a ghost of us without a ghost of anything. Yeah, I'm just waiting for the numbing to begin. I saw you at the station with your collar pulled up high. You look right through me like a stranger passing by. I felt the prickle in my throat, the shiver in my spine, 1,000 tiny needles on this weary heart of mine. The words I wanted to say are all tangled in my chest like a bed of silver thorns where I can never find a rest. I'm paralyzed by maybe, and I'm terrified of a no. Stuck in the momentum of a girl who won't let go. Is this the way it feels when the feeling starts to go? When the ice begins to crack and the water starts to flow? It's 1,000 little stabs of what could have been a day, and I'm losing all the armor that I used to keep the world away. And I'm walking on pins and needles, baby, since you left. Living in the wreckage of a beautiful slow theft. Every move I make is stinging, every memory is a spark that's biting at my spirit in the center of the dark. It's a sharp and jagged silence, it's a cold and biting sting, to be a ghost of us without a ghost of anything. Yeah, I'm on pins and needles, just waiting for the numbing to begin. Treading light, but it hurts the same. Every needle is a syllable of your name, sharp and cold in the January air. Pins and needles everywhere, just pins and needles, until I can't feel at all. I'm sitting on the porch in the January chill, watching the world spin against its own will. I've got this hollow tube pressed against my lips, faking the smoke with my cold fingertips. It's a 2020 Sue's habit, a way to pass the time, without the fire or the sulfur or the crime. I'm going through the motions of a slow, steady burn, waiting for a lesson I'm never gonna learn. It's a chemical comfort, a synthetic high, a way to keep breathing without having to try. I'm numbing the damage, I'm faking the spark, while I'm looking for your shadow in the center of the dark. And I'm just like this tasty cigarette, all of the habit and none of the regret. I'm going through the ritual, I'm playing the part, but there's no heat left inside of this heart. It's a hollow addiction, a love made of gold, holding on to the thing that hurts me the most. this plastic cigarette. The neighbors walk by and they think that I'm fine. They don't see the cracks in this porcelain spine. They see the flick of the wrist and the tilt of the head. They don't see the parts of me already dead. You were the match and you were the flame. Now I'm just a shell with the whisper of a name. I've got the filter, I've got the white and the gold, but I'm shivering in a winter that's 1,000 years old. No ash on the floor, no scent in the air, just the weight of a ghost that is no longer there. It's a clean kind of torture, a sterile goodbye, a beautiful lie under a 2020 sea sky. And I'm just like this plastic cigarette, all of the habit and none of the regret. I'm going through the ritual, I'm playing the part, but there's no heat left inside of this heart. It's a hollow addiction, a love made of ghosts, holding on to the thing that hurts me the most. I'm drawing in the nothing, trying to forget that I'm just a fake, like this plastic cigarette. No smoke in my lungs, just air in my chest, trying to find a moment of rest. It's cold to the touch and it's hard to the bone. Just me and my plastic sitting alone. Plastic cigarette, faking the fire. Plastic cigarette, my lonely desire. I see your shadow on the wall tonight, flickering memories under the porch light. Empty swing sways where we used to sit. I reach for you, but it's only the wind. I call your name into the dark, hoping somehow you'll hear my heart. Porch lights burning, but you're not here. I'm talking to the night, wishing you'd appear. Every creak of the floor, every sigh in the air reminds me you left, and I'm but I can't.